Hello everyone. Let us learn everything about the colposcopy today. Colposcope is a microscope with a light source attached to it. It has got a stand and it is portable. It can be moved like this, to and fro movements are possible, so that I can adjust the focal length of the instrument. It is 1 foot towards the table. I can adjust the height of the instrument by moving it this way up and down. So these movements are also possible, and it has got different switches to magnify the image, to start with the green filter and all. To identify the timer is also there to identify the appearance of the acetoate area. So let us learn which patients should be selected for colposcopy. Okay. The patients with a test, any test I have done where I am interested in diagnosing the CN lesion of the cervix, like high risk patient with cervical erosion which bleeds on touch, where visual inspection and acetic acid test is positive, or some other test I conduct on the patient, like we apply the Schiller's reagent and area is iodine negative and I got a doubt of cancer, I refer the lady for colposcopy. Toluidine blue test, it is a nucleic acid testing which can identify the CN2-3 lesions with a deep royal blue color. So whenever it is positive, I refer. The abnormal cytology is also the commonest referral or indication for colposcopy for detection of HPV infection or detection of the CN lesions or the severe lesions in the transformation zone. Okay. Usually, all lesions, CN lesions, they are asymptomatic and they are picked up by the cytology. But it does not locate the exact site of the lesion. The accuracy of the cytology is also not that good. False negativity is 15% and sensitivity is only 85% because of the sampling error, or the enough sample may not be obtained, inter-observer error, inadequate exfoliation of the cells are the factors which cause false negative rate high. It can be improved with the use of liquid-based cytology, where the sample with the metal iospatula is dipped in the buffer solution which dissolves the RBCs and the mucous cells, and with the sediment we prepare the monolayer smear on the slide. So accurate interpretation of the cells is possible. The sample can also be sent for the HPV typing. What is the methodology of colposcopy? First, we clean the surface of the cervix, observe the vasculature, look for abnormal vascularity. Then we apply the acetic acid test over the surface of the cervix. Acetic acid, 3% acetic acid is applied over the surface of the cervix and look for acetoate area. We look for the extent of the lesion also, where it is. Outside the transformation zone, on the transformation zone, at the squamo-columnar junction, and of course last I can take the target oriented biopsy from the specific site. Other lesions of vulva, vagina also I can identify, and I can treat simultaneously with the laser, cauterization or cryotherapy. What is this IFCPC classification for colposcopy? First thing which is documented in this classification is whether colposcopy is adequate to interpret or inadequate to interpret. Colposcopy is adequate to interpret means squamo-columnar junction is seen, the transformation zone is clearly seen here, but inadequate to interpret means squamo-columnar junction is not seen because of the atropic changes, like these two photographs. Sometimes at the squamo-columnar junction itself there may be a lesion with the abnormal vascularity, like mosaic pattern here. The lesion is there in the canal. In these cases, colposcopy is inadequate to interpret. Such patient should be subjected either for lead plus ECG or cone biopsy. What do you understand by normal colposcopy? Means junction seeing, normal squamous epithelium, normal columnar epithelium. Grade 0 indicates normal transformation zone with normal capillary network. Here the capillaries, they are very fine and network pattern is seen on this area of metaplasia. On this Nabothian cyst, dichotomous branching of the capillaries is observed. Here, there is a metaplasia with the gland openings grade 0 and grade 1 with slit-like opening and fine ring around. So, it is included under grade 0 normal transformation zone. Next, abnormal transformation zone means what is abnormal colposcopy. Grade 1 means minor, grade 2 major, suspicious or is major. So three types are there: grade 1, grade 2, grade and suspicious or major. Grade 1 means fine mosaic or punctation. Grade 2 means coarse mosaic or punctation, and suspicion of invasion means abdominal capillaries are seen on colposcopy. After acetic acid application, less than 2 quadrant means the acetoid area, less than 2 quadrant means grade 1, more than 2 quadrants grade 2, and dense acetoid area which rapidly appears and read sign is positive is suspicious of invasion. It is associated with abnormal capillaries also. And remember, iodine does not take the stain, iodine application. So let us learn it stepwise way. Abnormal transformation zone grade 1 means fine mosaic or fine punctations and less than 2 quadrant. So here is a photograph showing punctations. These are the fine punctation, fine dots, fine capillaries. These are the compressed capillaries over the surface of the cervix. They are punctations, and these are the solid blocks over the surface of the cervix with the fine capillaries around. So these are the fine blocks here. So it is fine mosaic. It is included under grade 1 or minor. Grade 2 or major. What it is indicates coarse mosaic or coarse punctation. Gland opening grade 2 or 3 or cuffed means raised margin or duff nut pattern. Acetoid area more than 2 quadrants is included under the major grade and Schiller's test yellow. So this is how the major interpretation, major lesion or grade 2 lesion is interpreted on colposcopy. What do we understand by grade 2 or major? Coarse mosaic, coarse punctations like this, coarse punctations, they are irregular. This is green filter, this is normal. And here it is a photograph of coarse punctation. Dense white blocks of epithelium surrounded by irregular margins and surrounded by compressed capillaries around. So more vascularity is here, vascularity increases here, more is the vascularity, severe degree dysplasia is there. One more pattern is of rings, gland openings with a raised margin around is known as curved gland opening. It is included under major grade. Major finding, grade 2 finding, then after acetic acid application, dense white irregular area and rich sign positive, elevated inverted edges of the acetoid epithelium, and the glandular openings are also seen here indicating the rich sign. Now let us try to understand what do you understand by invasion or invasive lesion. After acetic acid application, there will be irregular surface of this lesion and the capillaries are atypical here, and after application of this iodine region, there will be non-stained area. Even there can be microscopic growth, exophatic, ulcerative or indurating growth. So suspicious of invasion includes capillary network will be like this with irregular caliber, kinking, umbilication. Here is a photograph showing corkscrew appearance of the capillaries on colposcopy. This pattern is known as atypical vessels. Atypical vessels. Biopsy must be taken from this site. Whenever there is a doubt of malignancy, cone biopsy is indicated. Schiller's test, the squamous cells are mahogany brown and the CIN cells, metaplastic cells, atrophic cells, scar tissue, HPV lesion do not take the stain. That's why the Schiller's test is not that popular, but it is used to identify the margins of the cone or leaf. This is a photograph with non-stained area. This is the whole of the cervix has not taken the stain as it is atrophic. Suspicious cancer, this is absent. Iodine stain is absent. What is the difference between microinvasion? Microinvasion is only diagnosed after the biopsy. The growth of different types can be seen. So here is a cauliflower growth. Here is a indubating growth over the surface of the cervix. These microscopic growths can be diagnosed with a colposcopy. Here there is a growth with a friability and a increased vascular pattern. Her vascularity is increased. This is how the miscellaneous findings like leukoplakia, HPV infections, polyp, endometriotic nodules can be identified on the colposcopy, and it helps for the locating the lesion, diagnosing, and I can take the biopsy from the site. Thank you so much.